everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've decided to use my old Samsung phone to try and see if it's any better for you to see what is going on. So you can let me know in the comments what you think. Twice now I have tried to do a wear test on the HNB Cosmetics Luminous Soft Focus Airbrush Foundation. This is viral all over the place. I got the concealer and the foundation from Boots because it was totally sold out on the TikTok shop. But I picked up the bronzer on TikTok shop. So we're going to dive on in and give it a go if I can find a brush, because I need to clean my brushes. Now, if I sound nasally, I've got some kind of viral stuffed up thing, me bobby. Okay, so I got mine in the shade FL4N. Now, I've already threw the boxes into the bin because, as I say, but let's see what the box has got to say, because I'm sure it said something on it. I can't tell. Anyway, it's supposed to be full coverage, so we'll see how we go, because you know that Julie normally doesn't do full coverage. And yes, let's have a go. It's got nice people. I don't know what I've done to my hand. See, when I thing me, I don't know whether I've slept in it wrong or... Oh, it's just one of those days. Right. So, I'm just going to take one. Oh. Don't tell me the thing's faked already. It's quite a thick foundation. I'm going to use my full coverage brush. I'm not going to put any primer on, even though I would normally. For the wear test, I want to see. Now you can see a lot of redness there. I want to see how this performs. I seem to have quite a bit of texture going on this side of my cheek. I don't know why, because I exfoliate all the time, not like every day, but on a more regular sort of basis. Remember to take it down your neck. I'm just going to do one side just to show you. First of all, it just means using this phone. I need to Bluetooth it to my other phone, which is a pain, but if it's going to be better for filming, then. So, no foundation. Now, as I say, this claims to be full coverage. You saw the amount I used. You can still see my freckles. You can still see my dark circles under my eyes, and you can still see a bit of texture and redness. In person here, I see tiny little bits of bumps and texture on my skin, but as I said, for some reason I seem to have texture over there. Oh, so I'm taking another little bit of a pump for this one, and we'll just apply this as well all over. I was up early today for once in my life. I would only just be getting up probably around about this time. It's the 10th of March as I'm filming this, because if you're not new to my channel, I do pre-record, and I'm pretty much all filmed up for March. I've still got newish makeup to me that I need to film with. Now, off the bat, it makes your skin look nice. I'll give it that. I'm going to have to use a sponge though and wet it. I should really go to the bathroom with it, but I'll just use this spray. My hand, what have you done, Julie? And the reason I'm doing this is because it's not even so much that there's streaks, but there are bits of it that's just not quite, like it's sitting in bits here. It's not quite going up into my hairline. Oh, my hair's driving me nuts, people. Look how lifeless and dark and shit it is. Okay, I don't know what this is here. Anyway, so this is how the foundation is looking. It does look nice on, I'm not going to lie, but in person, look at this. In person, for me, I've just got my mirror here. I see, as I say, bits of texture that it's clinging to on this side. I've got this, it's not really tucked around there. It's really going into my pores that I do have, but it looks smooth as on this side. But it is sitting. It's sitting on. Now I exfoliate a couple of times a week, but I use a daily, what are they called? Toner exfoliator. So anyway, let's move on. So for their concealer, this is a Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. It's quite a thick concealer, so you don't need a lot of it. And I got it in 0.5N, which is the lightest shade that they have. So the dark circles, you can see for yourself. I look like I've been punched or something. In fact, I'm putting some of this concealer there too, because I know I said you didn't need much and then I'm doing this, but see, because it's, I think I would probably need the next shade up, you know, if I was doing it for non-brightening things. Teeny tiny little sponge, and let's just see how it covers this up. It's a lovely day today. When I was coming back from the chemist with my prescription, this really dodgy guy was like walking slow behind me with his hood up. So I was just like, right, I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna wait until he overtakes me so that I'm behind him. So that's what I did, and then he went into a set of flats that were like before, around the corner. So I was just like, right, I thought if you're a junkie and you're after my meds, you can just do one. Okay, let's have a little look at that. I feel dead controversial when something's like proper viral and then I end up just not getting on with it or not liking it, but this way it is. So this is the concealer on. It blends nicely. It brightens, I would say. You can still see darkness here under my eyes. I seem to have a bit of a dark shadow here. Please excuse the eyebrows, I'm just not in the mood for those. So far, so good, I suppose. Now, I'm going to go in with their bronzer. So this is the matte bronzer in light. I just picked the lightest shade. So this is what it looks like. Where's my big brush? I need to clean my brushes. I'm just going to use the brush that I had been using, but I've put them down in here to get washed. Haha, I haven't, it's right in front of me. Ah, dearie me. Period brain today. So I'm just going to take this brush, swirl it in, tap off the excess in the back of my hand, because that's always what I do. And I'm going to start up my forehead here. Very nice indeed. The other product of HN, I keep saying HN, is it HN? Goodness sake, Julie. HNB Holly Boon Beauty, I think it is. I like this bronzer. This is the third time that I've used all of the products, and if I'm honest, out of all three of the products, I like the bronzer the best. And if you're like me and you just want a subtle-ish tone of colour, see? This is so much better for filming. It's just nice and subtle. But what I'm going to do is just go over it a wee bit with the sponge. that's slightly damp. And we're going to just blend it in a bit. So this video is basically to show you me using these because you can actually see what's going on. So this is what it looks like just now with just those 3 products. As I say, I didn't put any primer on because I wanted to just give it a fair taste. My skin is quite dry anyway. Maybe it would go on slightly better with a primer, but for the premise of this video I just thought I'd show it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Personally for me, now see, because I've worn it, this is the 3rd time, I can tell you that it does last. There's no point in me coming back to check in with you. I can let you, I'll put it in the comments, but it does last. It stays on the skin. It's got the staying power. Definitely does. The only thing that removes for me will be makeup in my nose because I'm always blowing my nose. But other than that, it is a very nice foundation. As I say, I don't know why I've suddenly got this texture on this cheek. That's nothing to do with the foundation because it is smooth as can be on this cheek. It's clinging to certain little patches, as I say, even though I do exfoliate. So that's something to bear in mind if you're thinking about getting it. Oops, hair everywhere. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts. Basically, do I think it's worth the hype? I'm sorry, no I don't. I am going to continue to use it and try it with different primers and stuff like that. The other foundation that I personally think is worth it, and by the time you see this, you'll have seen this one, is the new Be Perfect Chroma Cover Medium Coverage Luminous Foundation. Between the 2 of them, I would give this a 9.5, not quite a full 10, and I would give this maybe a 6, for me anyway. As I say, it's just personal preference. I'll still continue to use this and use the concealer and things, but in my personal opinion, if you're looking for a foundation which is higher coverage, I personally would go for, let me dig it out, it's going to be right at the bottom, isn't it? It sure is. I would personally go for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Having said that, this is so much cheaper than this foundation, but the results for me, I prefer with this one. But that's just my opinion. So let me know in the comments, as I said, what you think of the foundation, the shades, how it looks and stuff. Have you tried anything by HNB Cosmetics yourself? Are you taken in by the hype and do you love it as well? I believe her finishing powder is supposed to be fantastic, so I would like to get that as well just to try it out. But yeah, that's my overall verdict on it. And I find it so weird because this side of my face to me looks so much heavier in makeup than this side. This side to me looks flawless, but this side is screaming there's too much makeup on there. Yeah, I only use the same amount of makeup on this side of my face. So anyway, the voice is starting to go. So if you enjoyed this review, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload. Also let me know in the comments what you think of this quality. I've put the curtain over because obviously it's very sunny, so it's going to blind me, and I still have my ring light on the lowest setting from using my normal Huawei phone that I use. This is my old Samsung, which I prefer when I'm taking my photos, and I Bluetooth them over to my other phone. So I might have to start filming on this phone and Bluetooth it over to the other one. So, but I hope you have a nice weekend, whatever you're planning to get up to, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.